In time now for our Riders Roundtable, so I can officially say I'm the third best rider now in this group. Great to have Sam Farmer of the LA Times with us, my old friend. It's great to be with you, buddy. First of all, what'd you think of the week?
Oh, I thought it was a terrific week. Great for LA, great for LA Country Club. The unveiling of this course, you know, a lot of people they certainly don't know what the holes look like, but a lot of people in LA don't even know where LA Country Club is. So it's, you know, you're driving down Wilshire, you don't even realize you're bisecting the course. So it was an unveiling, and I think it was great. Thursday weather, a little strange, but Mother Nature graciously bowed out, and it's a great weekend.
Obviously, the course was unknown nationally. It was only when I got here I realized how unknown it is locally as well. Did this week do anything to dispel the idea that LACC kind of exists separate from the city?
I think it definitely did. It was, you know, I was talking to Fred Terrell, one of the members here, and he said growing up, he thought this was a cemetery as he would drive past. He had no idea what was on the other side of the hedges. But that's kind of the charm of this place too, because you get back in some of those interior holes on the North Course, and you could be anywhere. You don't even realize you're in Los Angeles. It's like a walk in the woods back there. Yeah, so I think this was a seminal moment for the club.
You grew up here. You had no idea of the
Went to college down the road at UCLA, you might have heard. I had no idea that this place even existed. And I'm curious, Sam, in your mind, I mean, you've seen a run-up to a Rams Super Bowl or a Laker playoff chase. Like, what was the vibe and the buildup like in advance? Was the city excited? Were people excited? What was the energy like in advance?
Well, you know, we like to say that the only time you get everyone in LA moving in the same direction is on the 405 at rush hour. So it's hard to get everybody, you know, a big city like that sort of absorbs that energy. But the energy was certainly there. You know, it's so strange and maybe unique to have a U.S. Open in a major metropolitan area. And so that was a new thing. And so I think, again, the unveiling of the course, I think this kicks off a new era.
You talk about the energy and the excitement in the build-up to the Open. There have been some complaints that the atmosphere during the actual tournament was a little flat, some of which owes just to the nature of the golf course and how you can't really get fans in for that Coliseum feeling. Was that your experience this week, that it wasn't as rowdy as you might have expected it to be? Or did you expect it to be rowdy?
Yeah, I don't know that I expected it to be rowdy. I think the topography of the course, there are choke points that sort of hem you in. If you think about a signature hole like number 6, not a lot of places there where you can put big groups of people. And so part of the charm of this course is, as I said, that you're walking in the woods. But, you know, where are you going to put people? Are you going to have them hiding behind trees? I thought it was interesting allowing people to ring the 18th green, and that created that energy that we're so familiar with. But it was just, you know, because of the course, there weren't as many people who could fit in here. I don't think that detracted from the excitement of the event, though.
Sam, you do a wonderful job of writing about atmosphere, of writing about people. What was some of the focuses of your work this past week?
Yeah, thank you. Some of the people that I met and got to know, sort of out on the fringes, Jose Ochoa, the locker room attendant, who shot a 74 on the North Course just going out there. He's a good player. In fact, was too poor when he came to the U.S. to pay for lessons, so he sat there on the Rancho Park Range and eavesdropped on lessons. Fred Terrell, who I mentioned in the work that he's doing in South Los Angeles with the Maggie Hathaway course, and Tom Gardner, the director of golf here. I love that he was able to play as the marker and have a great weekend. Didn't qualify for the Open, but got to play with Rory Sweeney, his caddy, who's the head pro here. It was kind of a neat thing.
Every time we have a major championship or a major sporting event, soon afterwards there's always some press release goes out about how much this did for the local community, how much money was raised. I have a couple of LA guys here. I'm curious, what do you think the impact is on this town? Not on the LACCs of the world, but on municipal golf in this town whenever the circus pulls out?
Well, I think Maggie Hathaway course is the big, just down the road, about a mile down the road from SoFi Stadium in South Los Angeles, and the work that they're going to do there at that 9-hole course, $15 million renovation. You've got Gil Hance, who's doing a pro bono redesign of that course, or at least a sort of restoration, keeping the same routing. But I think it will open up golf, another point of entry for kids who might not otherwise have that opportunity.
This is such a big sports town. It's a big event town. Where does golf rate when you have Clayton Kershaw and LeBron James and in Hollywood next door?
Yeah, and it's tough for the NFL.
Yeah.
Of all, the king of all the leagues to make inroads in Los Angeles, it's a tough place.
Yeah.
But again, it's golf on a huge stage. It's the second largest media market. It's as if there were a golf course in the middle of Central Park. So I think the interest in golf is very high. You've got great courses here, Riviera, Hillcrest, Lakeside, and lots of public courses. So the interest in golf is high, and I think this will elevate it even more.
I'm not going to let this opportunity go by, because you knew him when he was a whippersnapper.
I covered him.
Instead, he was this towering presence that we see before us now. What was he like when he thought he was going to be the guy we would talk about, as opposed to the guy doing the talking?
Damon has always been the greatest, most self-effacing guy. We were NFL writers together, and we had lots and lots of fun times on the road. And I covered him as a high school basketball player. He was one of our All-Valley players, and I will mention that he was the last cut at UCLA as a walk-on with Jim Herrick. He was this close, and if you talk to Damon for 3 minutes, he'll find a way to work in UCLA basketball. So. No, I love the guy.
A few more jumpers had
I was at his wedding.
We still talk about you and our good buddy Brian Murphy. My mom called you guys the Wedding Crashers. They weren't sure you were invited because you guys had so much fun. That was a great
Is that why
time.
she was looking at me funny
That's exactly
all
why.
weekend?
Sam, we've loved reading you all week long, and our friendship goes way back. It's great to visit with you today. Thanks so much, buddy.
Thanks so much.